Right, online dating. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot to be said there, right? Been there and I've done it in various different ways. For a start, I have done that in my own personal relationships. That's the way I actually met my partner. And I met other people prior to him. So I was dating before I met him, obviously, you know. And the other thing is that I actually, years ago, um, that was like my main role. I was a contractor for a coach who purely specialized in dating and love and relationships, and she hired me to literally speak to those who were starting with their online dating experience, right? Or they were partway through it and weren't very successful with it and that kind of thing. So I've got this. Yeah, and I also coach people now, obviously with relationships and love and everything else. That's what I'm doing now. But the reason I'm doing it now is because of the experience I've had and because of what I've been through myself personally. Okay, it's the thing is with today's world and how it is. There's a lack of connection. Okay, there is a lack of connection. There is so much happening online. People sharing on social media and all those sorts of things that it takes away the intimacy, it takes away the personalization of it in a sense, you know, because you're talking to a screen, you're tapping away. And this is what I'm on a mission to do, is to help people to realize that they can date online without feeling like a robot. You can date online without being a robot. You don't have to sit there and text, right? For hours on end when you don't even know the person, you know, it's like it's wasted time and energy. If you make it fun, right? Make it fun. Make it like a freaking game. Because at the end of the day, where you are, if you're single and looking for love, you've not got nothing to lose, have you? You know, it's like you get on there and it's like it's like going shopping. Think about it like this, ladies. Online shopping. You've got this broad mix of all sorts at your fingertips, yeah? And yes, I know it's not always great. I understand they're not always amazing freaking pics. But there are a lot that are. And this is the thing. You have to go in with the mindset of what is possible, what can be, what is. None of this, oh, there's only other, you know, arseholes left, there's no good ones left, and all this kind of stuff, or there's no one for me, and all this like victim, like negative mindset. It's literally going to attract that to you. So the way you view it and perceive it, like I literally viewed it as like a game. Because literally, I can tell a story now about each of the dates I went on, and like, if it went wrong or not so well, it wasn't like, you know, for me, literally I can laugh about it. I literally laugh about it. It's funny. It's an experience. And yes, it's a bit up and down. And yes, you know, it's not all smooth sailing. But you've got to just take the high with the low. You've got to just roll with it. At the end of the day, you don't even know the person, right? They don't know you. It's no skin off your nose whether it goes well or not. So because you are who you are, you're enough anyway. You're all good as you are, right? It's a case of like playing the game. And I don't mean that in an inauthentic way. I mean it as in a fun way. Playing the game as in, right, who do I like the look of? You know, then it's like, oh, have a look at their profile. Yep, they look hot. Yep. Oh, they've wrote that. Yeah, I like that. Oh, tick, 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 tick. And then it's like, hey, how are you? And it's, who cares if you don't get a response back, right? If you're meant to, everything is perfectly aligned. We don't meet anyone by chance. Everyone is destined to meet us at the right time, right? So think of it this way. You're just having fun. Like, that's why I just want to go like fucking like, shake people and say, don't take it so fucking seriously. Like me blowing raspberries on a video. It does not matter, right? You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So back to, you find them. You find the person you like. One person. they've got a nice picture, you like what they've written, yada, 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 you send a message. Now, as long as it doesn't sound cheesy or, you know, to whatever, be yourself. Say something you would say in real life. That would be my biggest tip. Say, it is real life, but say something that you would say in person. Yeah. Don't act differently, because then when you turn up on the date, you're like a completely different bloody person, right? Be yourself. So go on there and send them a message. You be the one. Send them the message. I sent my partner the first message and we're together 8 years later, right? Yeah, it does work. So send them a message and then, yes, to and fro a little bit, a few. But my absolute maximum, and this is like top, 10 messages. Don't send more than 10 before jumping on a call with them, right? Getting on the phone with them, speaking to them. And how you do that is my little secret, but I do have a special way of doing that that I can share with you. If you hold up to the end of the video, because I've got so much more to share. So we're going to come back to that, okay? But there's a way of doing that. There's a way of handling that where it just works, right? A lot of this online dating stuff is confidence, faith. Like, if like me, you believe everything's going to work out anyway and you can't stuff it up, you're not going to be worried, are you? I think dating should be fun. Relationships, you know, that side of your life is the fun stuff, is the loving stuff, is the, you know, the feeling stuff. This isn't a job interview. This is not freaking, this is the good stuff. This gets to be good. This gets to be, do you know what I mean? This is the good stuff. So changing our belief system and our perspective on dating before we actually even go into it is a freaking good idea. How you view it, how you feel about it, everything is energy and everything is connected. If you, like me, enjoy watching dating shows, right? First dates, for example, things like that. You can just tell instantly if someone cares too much. They care far too much. They care what the other person thinks, what they're going to say, how they're going to look, what they're going to sound like, and they're shitting themselves at the bar, right, waiting for their person to come in. Before they've even met the person, they're already putting themselves in a freaking hole before the person's even gotten there. And then the person turns up, their date turns up, and then there's this energy of like, oh, anxiety. Got something in my mouth. Oh, what is that? Let's go. Anyway, anxiety, right? And then obviously the person that you're meeting is going to feel that because they feel energy and everything is energy. I'm just noticing my little butterfly now. The light's catching it and it looks super cute. Ding, ding. So a few little snippets of my history of dating before I met my partner that I'm with now. The reason I found a way of doing it was because of, well, first of all, it's my personality type. I don't like to waste time. Like, time is freaking precious, even though it's an illusion, but that's another thing, another story. It's precious, right? How we spend our time, and we don't want to waste it on just anyone and anything. So for me, I was just really like, I want to get to the good stuff. I want to get to being on the date with someone that I'm potentially compatible with. That was my thing, you know. And then you can have a good time, can't you? You can have something to eat, you can have a drink, you can get to know the person, yada, yada, yada. It's way better than, like, sitting on a fucking screen, isn't it? So, I'm trying not to give away the cookie. I'm trying to give you lots of nuggets without giving away the main cookie because... Yeah, because ultimately... No, I can give you the cookie. Do you know what? Fuck it. We're 10 minutes in, and if you've listened this long, I'm going to give it to you. My biggest piece of advice when online dating, give them your number. After no more than 10 messages, give them your number and say, hey, I am not a robot, and I enjoy being real and authentic, etc. Here's my number. give me a call sometime. Something along those lines, yeah. That way, what happens is you're going to eliminate the people that want to be a pen pal, right? The ones that just want to go tick, 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 like I've got a wife really, and I'm just going to text you and get a little kick out of it or whatever. We get rid of all those because they're not genuine, because they're not going to be picking the phone up, let's be honest. And we get right into the ones that are ready. We get into the ones that are confident. If they haven't got the confidence to pick up a phone and speak to you, how do you expect them to have the confidence to go on dates with you and to pursue a relationship? Like, there's got to be a little bit of like, you know, not a challenge, but a little bit of, come on, let's step up here. But the main reason is you can form a connection with someone. You can understand someone's energy. You can pick up on how they are and who they are and how they ultimately make you feel in a 5-minute, even less, phone call compared to spending 5 weeks sending messages to them. Now, some people may think things like, you know, go straight to the negative. They might be like, oh, yeah, well, then they've got my number and da-da-da. Block. If it doesn't go well and you're feeling uncomfortable and it didn't go to plan, block. It's easy. It's easy to block somebody, right? But what you're doing there is you're opening up the space to have a proper connection, to cut out all the messing around with the texting and to see how you feel. How do you feel? For example, even the tone of someone's voice can put you off. Like, even the tone of their voice can be like, ooh, give you like vibes. Or it can be like, oh, yeah. So do yourself a favor, stop wasting time. Now, if you're in the process of dating, if you're dating now, if you haven't started because you feel anxious, it doesn't matter what reason, right? I could give you an if you for everything. But there are so many reasons. But if you are dating or looking to date online and you want help with it so that you're actually not online much and you actually form a genuine relationship that can actually go the distance, like a genuine, authentic, soulful, heart-based, growth-based, because we're here to grow. If you can't grow with someone, forget it, relationship, then reach out to me and we can have a conversation and see how I can help you, where you are at, what you want help with, what is it you're struggling with, and what that would look like if you wanted to consider working with me and if I wanted to consider working with you. So don't hold yourself back. Remember, this gets to be fun. It gets to be fun. So much fun. I remember do you know what? I used to actually meet people in person and it was fun. Obviously, it's different now because the amount of people, you know, that I see and need to see, it's not going to work like meeting up in person, but it was so much fun. And we can replicate that on a video call, you know. Anyway, this is me just reminiscing. We used to meet up in the cafe. This was like 7 years ago or something. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, it gets to be fun. It should be fun. I just saw all the threes there. It said 1, 3, 3, 3. I've not scripted this video because I don't script any of my videos. It just free flows because then it's authentic and real and not scripted. And it feels real. It feels real. Just like the conversation that you can have and should be having if you're online dating. You should be, it's basically freaking phone dating instead of online. Go one step further and have a video call if you're feeling ballsy, because that will really put things into perspective because then you get to see the person. Oh, little last point. Have you seen the show Catfish or whatever it's called? Yeah, I think it's Catfish or something like that, where people can talk for like 5 years and they've never freaking met the person. Never freaking met them. And they're talking to them for 5 years. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I'm talking about not spending more than 10 messages before you speak to someone and then go on a date with them within the first 2 weeks. Yeah? Get me point. So, yeah, reach out if you feel inclined. I'm not the normal everyday coach, as you can probably tell. I don't want to be. I don't claim to be. I'm here to help people to experience joy, love, connection, soul growth, right? And that all happens when you first love yourself and then you find someone that you can love and they can love you, and you can be your goddamn self. Weird, wacky, wonderful, say what you want, be who you want, say how you feel, express yourself, right? Express yourself, baby, because that's why you are here. You're not here to freaking fit in no box, right? There's a quote by, what's his name? My mate Jim Carrey. My mate Jim. And he says, your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Boom. Invisible. Take care. Keep shining. Reach out if you're feeling inclined, and I will send you a link just for you. All right, bye.